folks, it's Joe from the United Survivalists Network again, and as you can see, I'm in my 2012 room, and I'm just going over some of my firearms, as I do periodically, just to make sure that they're well maintained, oiled, and I do this a couple times a year. And today I thought I would share with you part of our survival plan, which includes firearms. And today I want to talk to you about the Henry Survival rifle. It's 22 semi-automatic, and semi-automatic basically means that for every pull of the trigger, you fire one round. Okay. So with that being said, this is a 22 caliber long rifle, and it comes with two 8-round magazines, and you can outfit it with a scope or a red dot if you choose. So let's go ahead and I'll put this together for you, and we'll go over some of its features. One of the things I do like about this particular rifle is it floats. It'll float like this, or it will float when it's fully put together. So let's take a look at it, and we'll see what we've got here. Okay, so as you can see, everything fits neatly in the buttstock. It's 16 inches long, makes a small package for your backpack. Okay. So there's your barrel, and as you can see, it's fairly small, comes with a nut, and an indexing pin. I don't know how well you can see that, but I'll show you how that works in a minute. Okay. It comes with the receiver, one clip stored in the receiver, and it comes with a spare 8-round magazine. We're not really going to need this, so we're just going to fit it back in the stock. We'll close her back up. Okay. Alright. So this is a stock, and as you can see, there's a little pin in there, and a wing nut at the bottom. And basically, it slides in, we tighten it up, so it's on there nice and tight. As you can see, there's a slot cut in here, okay, and that's for your indexing pin. So we'll just find it, we'll slide the indexing pin in, slide it down, there we have the AR-7 fully assembled. Of course, magazine fits in the well. As I said before, it's a semi-automatic weapon. The pin slides in and out for storage. Had this magazine been loaded, we would just move the bolt back, let it go, it would chamber around, our safety's on. To remove the safety, we just move it forward. Okay, to engage the safety again, we move it back. Magazine release is found on the side, just like that. So, you can hear my doorbell. So, this particular model of Henry was first made for pilots in the Vietnam War to carry in their cockpits as part of their survival kits, which enabled a pilot to hunt small game or in a pinch, self-defense, although 22 doesn't make a real good defensive round. But in a pinch, it's better than having nothing. And it's 2.2 pounds, so it's very light, very compact, and it floats. It will float just like that, whether it's in the stock or fully assembled. Okay, setbacks to this particular gun is it will not feed low velocity ammunition. You could not use ammunition that are rated subsonic for this particular gun, as it just won't cycle it. The subsonic ammunition usually is about 1,000 feet per second, which is way too low to cycle this firearm. Okay, so you need to use good quality ammunition in this particular firearm, like the Thunderbolts. I believe the Thunderbolts are made by Winchester, and they work fine in this particular gun. I use them quite a lot. The 22 hollow points I found work quite well. As you can see, it comes with sights. This has something like almost like a ghost ring on it, but with a peep sight. And it's got a pretty good blade sight on it, as you can see here. And I found, although it's not a tack driver, I have managed to take squirrels, rabbits, pigeons, raccoon, right up to foxes with it. So it is very capable of putting meat in your pot. As a survival gun, you cannot get anything smaller, lighter, and better suited for the survival scenario. There again, the 22 Henry. We're going to break it down now. And it breaks down just the same way as we put it together. Okay, barrel comes off. We just unscrew the nut at the bottom. Okay, and everything goes back and stores neatly in the butt. And there we have the Henry. If you choose to carry a firearm in your pack, Ontario, well, Canada, requires you to have what's called a PAL, or a Possession Acquisition License. And in order to get one of them, you're going to need to take a course. You will have to go through a mandatory background check. After that, if everything's fine, you'll be able to go out and purchase a firearm. And for those of you who already have the PAL, I highly recommend these for your pack. Now, for those of you who don't and are wishing to find out a little more about this, you can contact me through the meetup group, Facebook. I'm on Facebook as well. We also run a blog at wordpress.com. You can leave me a message there as well. And I'd be more than happy to relay some of the information and places where you can get the course and point you in the right direction. There again, these are not for everybody. However, for those who choose to carry a firearm in their pack, I can't recommend these enough. At 2.2 pounds, ammunition is very cheap. At Canadian Tire, right now, you can get a brick of 500 rounds for $20. And 500 rounds can go a long way when you're looking at putting small game in your cooking pot, or small game to feed yourself. There are, however, good and bad with everything. There are a lot of people out there that use them irresponsibly. However, I can't stress safety enough when handling firearms. When you're backpacking or in a survival situation, I cannot think of one con, one bad point not to have one of these. There again, for the people that have them, will tell you, universal distress signal, three shots in the air. They can also be used to light fires. Although, up until this point, I've never had to do it. But if you took a round, broke it open, took the lead out of it, which is fairly easy to do with .22 caliber, took half the powder of it out of the casing, put in a piece of cloth of some sort, like from a bandana, chambered the round, fired it into the ground, that cloth would come out smoldering. When placed on the other half of the powder from the casing onto your fire, we'll light your fire. On top of that, it's a comfort item for those cold, dark nights where you're stuck out, the wolves are howling, the coyotes are circling, whatever the case may be. There's nothing like having a .22 close at hand to make your night a little more sound.